Okay, so for this assignment, you can use Clucky.com. It acts kind of like the app that we're going to be using for our project, just not quite as complex. But it's the basics, so you'll kind of get a feel for what we're doing when you come back. So you will go into your search. You will type in Kleki, Kleki.com, and it will open up to this. So the first thing you're going to do, so here's your brushes. We've got more like a drawing tool. This is more like an airbrush. And then there's a couple different ones that you can kind of play around with. So we're going to be working with layers, only two of them. This first layer, you're going to do an abstract painting, which is an artwork, a painting of nothing, like no objects or anything. It's just random colors and shapes and lines. But you're going to use the warm colors, so red, orange, and yellow. Literally paint this however you want. I'm just going to put some color on here to keep it quick. So red, got some orange in here. And add a few touches of yellow. And I'm going to change the size of my tool right here. Is how you change the size of your tool. So I'm just going to fill in these white spaces. All right, so here's my abstract painting for the time being. So the next thing you're going to do is add a layer. So right next to where it says brush, right here it says layer. And you're going to add a layer. So this is where you are going to, see here's your empty layer. You're going to go back to brush. And you're going to do another abstract painting. This time you're going to use the cool colors. So we are going to use blue, green, and purple. So here's my blue. And I'm just going to paint right over top of this because it's as if we're on another sheet of paper. So I'm just going to add some blues in here. And like I said, you can paint this literally however you want. If you want to do like blocks or a bunch of circles or something. So just using some different blues to fill in the space. And then I'm going to add a little bit of green in here. And you'll notice they kind of blend the colors because it acts like a real tool. So when you use wet paint on wet paint, it blends the colors. And I'm going to use purple just to fill in the last few spots because that's our last cool color. Make sure all those warm colors are filled in. Oops. So you don't see them. And here is my cool color abstract painting. All right, so now we're going to go back to layers. And you see layer 1 is our warm colors. Layer 2 is our cool colors. We're going to add one more layer. And go back to your brushes. I would go to your drawing tool. And then choose black. And you can change up the size of the tool. Here you are going to be drawing a leaf. You can do any type of leaf you want. So if you want to look up what some leaves look like, I like to go into Google and leaf and clip art. Clip art gives you like a simple line drawing. So if you go to images, there's all these different types of leaves that you could draw. So what you're going to do is while you're in Clucky on this third layer, you're going to draw a leaf. So I'm just going to keep it simple, and here's my little leaf. Got my stem. And And we're doing this on another layer just in case you need to erase or something. And I'm going to add my little veins here. And this is a little bit funky doing it on the computer and mouse pad versus the iPad, but like I said, it's just meant to give you a feel for what we're going to be doing in class. Okay, so there's my leaf. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go back to layers. So like I said, we're working a lot in these different layers. You're going to click on layer 2. So see how layer 2 is highlighted? We're going to go back to brush, and you're going to go all the way over to the eraser. And what you're going to do here is you are going to erase around your leaf. So I would make your tool nice and big to erase a lot of this open area, so just kind of get close to your leaf. Okay, so we got nice and close to the leaf, and then you can zoom in to erase right around your black line. So to do that, you're going to press this hand next to the paintbrush. You're going to zoom in. So here's the zoom in and out. And the hand, you can kind of move around. So I'm going to erase this little area. So I click here, make it a little smaller. That's a little too small. There we go. And again, I'm going to get that nice close erase while the tool's pretty big. And then you can make it smaller to get nice and close to your black lines. And you're going to do this all the way around your leaf. So you're just going to keep doing that close erase. Once you've erased everything you can see here, you're going to click that hand and just move on up a little bit. Oops. And go back to your brush and keep erasing, and just kind of start with a little bit bigger eraser. And then when you get nice and close, you can make that eraser a little bit smaller to get nice and close. Hand, brush. And there is your finished product. So if you want to you don't have to send it to me, but if you want to, you can save the image. So I'm going to just click OK. And then you can save this and send it via Dojo or email.